Shameless mistress. I enjoy sleeping with other women's husbands. Gwyneth Lee loves dating married men and would hate for them to leave their wives for her. This story interested you? Come with me. For over a decade, Gwyneth Lee has been living a luxurious life funded by her rich and powerful lovers, all of whom have wives or partners at home. But despite her pursuit of married men, Gwyneth, who's in her 40s, doesn't feel guilty about her actions. She says, "I fill a void in these men's lives. Many of them are unhappy in their marriages, and intimacy is missing from their relationships. If a man cheats, it has nothing to do with me, because they have made a conscious choice to be unfaithful." Gwyneth, who is currently seeing 5 married men, meets her partners through illicitencounters.com, a dating site for men and women seeking extramarital affairs, which she joined shortly after her husband passed away in 2007 and her next partner became impotent, causing the intimacy in their relationship to die. Gwyneth explains, "My partner moved into a different bedroom in the house and told me to do what I needed to. So, we began an open relationship and I joined Illicit Encounters. Eventually the relationship came to a natural end, but I stayed on the website as I enjoyed the thrill of having affairs with married men." Gwyneth's partners are often businessmen with a family and wife at home, but intimacy is missing from their relationship. While some wives know about their partner's bit on the side, most don't, and she says she doesn't mind either way. Gwyneth says, "My type is successful men who are athletic and established, usually in their 50s or 60s. I've never been into younger guys and I'm not interested in one-night stands. To start with, I go out for lunch with a man to see if we click and want to take things further. I love being wined and dined as much as I enjoy the sex." With a busy lifestyle, dating married men suits Gwyneth. After her father died, she took over the family business, working in property investment, and splits her time between her flat in London and mansion in California, often spending a couple of weeks each month on the road. She explains, "I enjoy sleeping with other women's husbands. Single men want convenience, for you to be around whenever they want you, and I don't have time to do that juggling. Married men are grateful for even spending one night a month with you. I also find that they're more caring. Single men might be dating 50 women at once, sleeping with 20 of them, and not using condoms. It's high risk. In my experience, this doesn't happen as often with married men. An inevitable perk of dating wealthy men is, of course, the gifts, but Gwyneth never asks for them. I just tell them to bring round a bottle of bubbly, but they always come with presents, too," she says. "I collect art, so that gets gifted a lot, as well as jewelry, candles and diamonds. I was once given a car, and one gentleman would always bring round toys and treats for my dog. Happy men are generous men. I also make an effort for them. I love to buy lingerie, and although I mainly purchase pieces for myself because wearing them makes me feel confident, it's nice to wear it for someone else. It's a shame when no one sees it." Although she says that she hasn't received much backlash, she has been branded a husband stealer, and sometimes has to deal with phone calls from angry wives, who've discovered the affair. "I listen to the women and let them say their piece," Gwyneth says. "I don't blame them for being annoyed. Strangely, they never ask me if I've had sex with their husband, but I think that's because they care more about the cheating itself." On the other hand, some wives aren't bothered about Gwyneth being their husband's mistress, and some even want to have sex with her themselves. She recently had a threesome request from the wife of one of her regular partners. Gwyneth recalls, "I'd been seeing this guy in London who was in a miserable marriage. He had other mistresses at the same time as me, and eventually he left his wife and remarried one of the other mistresses. She now wants a threesome with me and her husband. We all love sex, and I can't wait to join them. If you are all approaching a threesome with the same attitude, where is the harm? It's when the secrecy and lies creep in that the problems start." She adds, "There have been a couple of men who have left their partners for me, but I don't want that. I want them to stay married because I like the situation that I have. I have no desire to break up families, and divorce is such a miserable thing. I've supported men through divorce before, and it shatters the illusion. They have less money and it's not as much fun. And Gwyneth's friends support her lifestyle, and when her father was alive, he wasn't bothered by it either. She recalls, "I've had relationship problems in the past, so he told me that as long as I was happy, he was." And Gwyneth has no plans to change her ways. "I enjoy sleeping with other women's husbands. Although it would be nice to settle down one day, this is an easy lifestyle that works perfectly for me. I don't believe I'm doing anything wrong, but when I have the opportunity, I do ask my partner's wives how they feel. More often than not, if they feel angry, it isn't because I sleep with their husbands, it's due to a more deep-rooted issue." We are producing videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays here on the channel. If you liked it, don't forget to leave your like and activate the notification bell to stay on top of all the news. I'll wait for you in the next video. But before leaving the channel, let me tell you, just one more story. I'll leave it at the end for you to click and watch.